Okay, so I decided that I was gonna do this again. By this I mean a um playing a retro game that I have not touched before, or at least relatively not touched before. Um, just like what kind of happened with Super Mario Super Mario 1, I did not remember anything about the actual game itself. There we go. I did not remember anything about the game itself. The thing is that like even if I played it a little bit, I was using a guide to go through it. Now, I wanted to do something mildly interesting. So I have it sitting right here because I played a little bit of it on stream before, but this is the original Donkey Kong. It was re-released onto the onto the NES as a quote-unquote arcade classics, along with Donkey Kong Jr. and Donkey Kong 3. Later on, it looks like that there was this edutainment game called Donkey Kong Jr. Math, and I kind of wanted to play all four of these games like back to back and play a little bit of it. And I asked one of the discords that I'm in that like deals with retro games like, "Hey, what should I know about this game before I start up?" Uh and and one of the things that people said is that like that the versions of these are pretty good, and there isn't really a real thing to know about it. It's just an arcade game, so just like go through them. But Donkey Kong 3 is a very drastically different game than you're probably thinking of. And uh and afterwards I should probably check out the Game Boy version, and I promised them that I would once I actually get to the Game Boy Color games. Okay, so Donkey Kong 1. Again, I played a little bit of this on stream, and it was enough for me to put it onto my list of every game that I've played. Okay, so I originally had it sitting like middle of the pack in silver, but I do want to give Donkey Kong NES like another shot. So let me just lower that down. Uh, this one can integrate Master Quest version of the game. Neat. So, very simple game. Move left and right and press A to jump. Uh, like, the whole idea of a game like this is just for, you know, like a quarter munching arcade game. So the game is supposed to be pretty difficult overall. Uh, did I fall a little bit too far? Weird. Okay, I have no more lives, so I need to be... There is a pattern to that. There we go. Oh, I didn't know I can't cross back over. That's weird. This is mean. Okay, hopefully that works out better. And I also got all the items. And then restart. Like I said when I first played this one, it's simple, and it makes a lot of sense. It's just that, like, if I were to encounter this as a kid, it was like, and I had a choice to play this or the actual arcade game that I considered to be, like, one of my favorite arcade games of all time, I would rather play that one than this. I feel like this one just has something that I don't really care for in an arcade game, and that's it's a little bit too finicky, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I can't even, like, cross it over for, like, a second. Like, the second it disappeared, it's gone. But yeah, most of this was stuff that I already kind of went over before. I just wanted to reiterate it at the beginning of this. Because even though this is the one I have played, like showing this off is very simple. Like, it's simple to the point where I understand why people would play it for so long. I understand it. I'm going to put it right back to where it was before. Like, right next to the original arcade Mario Bros. As well. Because I feel like that those are kindred spirits, those two. But yeah, I don't think I would rate it any higher than... I don't think I would rate it anywhere higher than silver, to be honest. And for it to be something a lot more interesting, it needs to be more. So let's play Donkey Kong Jr. to see if they improved on it. Okay, since we now know that that Game B is basically just Game A, just slightly different timing. Okay. Oh hey, I know these things. They're from Donkey Kong Country. Ah. Oh gosh. It's a little bit too far to jump normally. Oh gosh, what the heck happened there? Okay, so it's relatively simple. Now, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know why this wasn't as popular. It feels around the same. What the? Oh, hey, it's these things! I always see the, they're called hotheads, I think. Whoops. Oh. But it's neat to see these guys. Like, in their, like, original, like, versions. You! I still fall, but that's, you know. Okay, and that's where we start. That's interesting. Huh. So if I gave that one just middle of the pack silver, I would actually put Donkey Kong Jr. a little bit higher. I think I would put it alongside Excite Bike. I think it's about as good as Excite Bike, which I played yeah, I would put that alongside Excite Bike with like, oh, that was surprisingly good. Okay. Donkey Kong whoops. Uh Donkey Kong 3. So, if the lore is that Donkey Kong 1 is Cranky Kong and Donkey Kong 3 yeah, and if Donkey Kong oh! This is a version of Missile Command. Fascinating. The most that I've ever played of this, by the way. Weird lore about this. The most that I've ever played of specifically this is in a WarioWare game, oddly enough. So was that... Okay, it's not game over. Got it. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, that's game over? Oh, I guess if I, I guess if I let him sit a little bit too low, I guess, he takes offense to that. Oh gosh! That is heat-seeking. Oh gosh. God dang it. gonna lie, this one has a lot going for it. Ooh. Okay. Loop back to the start. Nope. Okay. It's, this one's a bit harder. Ooh. Ooh, there's a lot going on now. Oh. I wasn't paying attention in time. Okay, so I'm gonna guess that the second level... I'm gonna guess that the... Oh, no, this is a completely different one. Oh, that's cute. Dang it. If I stay right underneath those, I don't get hurt. It's only if I were... What? There we go. Yes, I am using the rewind a bit, because these games are way more about precision than they normally would be. There we go. That was a lot faster. Huh. You know what? I was thinking about it, but yeah, I think I am going to put that one like at the very tail end of gold. I feel like that's fair. Also, even though it's sitting onto here, I played this one on that in that Discord that I mentioned. Uh, I do want to do a full playthrough of The Legend of Zelda for NES, just like I want to do a full playthrough of Zelda 2, but that's going to be more of like a that's out of the scope of me actually trying these for the first time. So, Donkey Kong 3, actually pretty great. I liked that one a lot. It's very precise with what you need to do, but man, Donkey Kong Jr. Math. Oh, we need to get to 70. Oh, that's cute. If we pause, they're like, no, don't. It's like you can't actually like cheat. Uh, um. Okay. We're now at 40. Okay. Times 2 is 80. Minus 4. There we go. $37. Um. Uh. Let's go with 6 times 6 and then plus 1. Listen, I'm not good at math. I can do one digit, okay? I can do one digit math. Meanwhile, my roommates and they're like, yeah, it's like 32 times 28 equals this. And I was like, how did you do that so fast? Five times times 2 would be 70? Yeah. And then plus 5. Not gonna lie, this is a pretty solid edutainment game. But like all edutainment games, it deserves to be in slightly lower than normal silver. Uh, Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'm actively running out of games that I could complete within like an hour. And yeah, that's gonna just keep going forever, so okay. Uh Unironically, that went very fast, very smooth, and not too bad. Uh I'm okay. I'm going to state for the record that uh Donkey Kong has never really been my like I've never really had a like cultural memory is a weird phrase in this context, but I don't really have any actual like memory when I don't care too much for the original like Donkey Kong games. The only amount of Donkey Kong that I've ever really consumed, well, the most of like the original Donkey Kong is watching King of Kong like several years ago because I was oddly curious about what happened, and then someone I know decided that they were gonna do a watch through of it, and I'm like, I might as well watch it again with new context, and I'm like, man, with new context, I kind of hate this guy even more now. It's like, why are you making this guy seem like that he's not the overall antagonist? Speaking of which, Pixels may not be a great movie, but man, is it really funny in like in later context. Uh, okay. Like, there's a bunch of games left on the NES that I kind of want to do, especially games that are like under 1 hour for me to check out. I think the one that I'm worried about is playing Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2 because oh, how long it's gonna beep again. Okay, there we go. How long did it say that playing the Ninja Gaiden games are? Ninja Gaiden 1 is 3 hours, and Ninja Gaiden 2 is 2.5. I could basically make a whole stream day out of just one of those. But yeah, um, my uh, it's like one of those things where it's like, oh, is it a long game because there's a lot to do, or is it a long game because it's just overly difficult? And I feel like uh Mario the Lost Levels and the Ninja Gaiden games are going to be one of those, oh, you're this long because it's hard, not because the game has that much going on. But also I could get through Ninja Gaiden using rewind and like save states. So technically I'm cheating for that, but then again, the game is cheap by itself, so I don't really care. Anyway, I'm gonna need to take a break for a bit, and I will be right back with the other game I was gonna play today. Ooh, it has the Discoon logo. That's cute. But yeah, I'm gonna be back in a bit. I have to take a prolonged break because of something, so I will be back when I can. Uh, for the recorded version, thank you for coming. I don't really have a good sign off for any of this. So, goodbye, buddy.